Ren Stevens.
And I'm Louis Stevens from Even Stevens on Disney Channel.
And we're here at the original animation studios on the Disney lot.
And why are we here today, Ren?
Well, we're here to ask a simple question. Have you ever seen a Disney animated feature and wondered?
Hey, how did they do that? Well, we're about to take you on an exclusive, private guided backstage tour. And I got the passes with me, so stick with me, all right? Let's go.
We'll meet the producers, directors, story artists, animators, and other members of the animation team who start with nothing but an idea and a blank piece of paper.
Right, but they use their creative skills to bring those heroes and villains to life.
They create stories of adventure, romance, comedy, and action, all wrapped up in unforgettable music. Come with us and we'll explore Disney animation magic. Now, every animated film starts from the same place, with a good story. An animated film doesn't usually start with a script, though. It starts with drawings. These story sketches are pinned up on a board, just like a giant comic strip. The artist will usually act out the storyboard for the other members of the creative team. That way, everyone can get a feel for what the movie will be like before it gets to the animator.
There are idea sessions, as every time we go through a board, everybody kind of jams, story jams on it, and different ideas come up, and it goes over a long process, and it's enough to tear your hair out.
Let's check this out in action from a story presentation for Toy Story. That's a lot of story.
And Sarge sees that the coast is clear. And he turns over to his men and gives them the silent hand signal with two guys. 1, 2, to two of these soldiers. We zip pan over, and two paratroopers jump down, and foof, foof, their parachutes open up, and they come gliding through the scene down to the floor on the first story below.
By putting so much work into creating a good story, the team behind the scenes at Disney makes sure that the hero wins, the villain loses, and dreams come true. A solid story is the first ingredient in creating Disney's animation magic. When they make an animated feature, Disney animators bring the stars to life.
If she doesn't eat with me, then she doesn't eat at all.
But did you ever wonder why the characters look the way they look?
Well, sure I do.
Characters don't just spring to life on the first drawing. Many artists try out their ideas of what the character should look like in hundreds of drawings.
Right, and most of these ideas are thrown out, you know, but some will turn into characters that we know and love.
A well-designed character really helps tell the story. We can tell a lot about a person, or a character for that matter, by what they wear and what they look like. Whether it's a human or an animal, the clothes they might be wearing, and the time of day, is it a tuxedo, a dance gown? All those will tell you something about what the character is, does, and thinks. So character design's really important.
Who's this? Believe it or not, it's Tinkerbell. Peter Pan was in the works at Disney for more than 10 years.
And over that time, as the story changed, so did the characters.
Okay, ready for another one?
Go ahead, hit me with it, go.
In the original story of The Little Mermaid, the sea witch didn't even have a name. Disney designers scoured the ocean floor for the right shape for their villain.
It started out as possibly a scorpion fish, a puffer fish.
Manta ray, there's some drawings of her with sort of the ray wings.
Finally, one of the animators was studying this film of an octopus, and they knew they found the right design for Ursula. Every character you think you know pretty well might have looked a lot different. But with character design, if it's not what the Disney animators want, then it's...
Back to the drawing board, whole new look.
And that's another part of Disney animation magic.
The heart of an animated film is, anyone? You guys know? No? It's animation.
Sometimes they call animators actors with a pencil. They have to create performances on the screen using drawings.
And they do what Tom Cruise does, except they do it through the ends of their fingers.
But what is animation? What makes it work? What makes it look so real?
So you can see it looks like just a bunch of drawings on the screen, but through this trick, this persistence of vision kind of trick, it turns into magic and something that looks alive on the screen.
Persistence of vision? What's persistence of vision?
Persistence of vision is the ability of the viewer to retain or in some way remember the impression of an image after it has been withdrawn from view. Motion is represented by a series of still pictures, each differing slightly from those preceding and following it.
Enough with the dull voice, I get it. But still, it sounds a little... It sounds a little boring to me.
Psst. Hey, let me show you how it works.
So what's up with putting them on plastic?
It's called a cell. That way we can see through it and use the same background every time.
Wait a minute, don't all those cells have the same picture on them?
Oh no, each one is different. See this one? The foot's off the ground. Now, we take one picture. This next one, the foot's down. Get it?
But he's not moving.
Just a minute, big boy. Give me time. Now look. First, my foot is up here. See?
Okay, I get it.
Then, it's down here.
Yep.
Understand?
Uh-huh, I see.
Then this.
Yep.
And this. And that. See?
Yeah, I get it. I'm a fast learner. Go ahead.
When I'm going faster, I'm looking. Get it?
Okay, thanks, Donald. If you really want to know about something, I guess it pays to consult a duck. So, an expert. And that's animation, the key part of Disney animation magic.
Everybody knows that an artist had to animate Mickey Mouse and Maleficent and Maurice. But did you ever stop to think that an animator has to draw everything that moves, not just the characters?
Special effects is everything in the movie, basically, that moves and isn't a character.
Like what?
Well, like smoke, fire, lightning, magic.
Magic?
Mm-hmm. A special team of artists creates these fantastic effects, and they're called...
Fantastic effect people?
Funny, no, Louis. They're called effects animators. To create a water drop, these animators studied drops of milk in slow motion. This showed them splash patterns that we'd never see because they happen in a blink of an eye.
Ah, I blinked!
These weird shapes don't really make sense until they're filmed, drawing by drawing, to make a splash. Something you might not even notice, like a shadow, had to be planned and drawn frame by frame, 24 drawings per every second of film.
So if my math is correct, that's a lot of drawings, right?
Mm-hmm. When each layer of effects animation is combined, you have Disney magic in action. So next time you're watching a Disney animated feature, look for the animation behind the animation, effects animation.
It's just another level of the artistry that makes Disney animation magic.
Sure, we all know that Toy Story was created by artists using the latest computer technology, but I'll bet you didn't know that computers have worked behind the scenes of lots of other animated movies. And not just the ones you think of as computer animated. Animation went to infinity and beyond in Toy Story. But did you know that nearly 10 years before that, Disney used the help of computers to create the gears and mechanical works they needed inside Big Ben in The Great Mouse Detective? I had no idea. Did you? Computers can be used to help the animators with really difficult things, like keeping the illustration on the page in Belle's storybook, or keeping the complicated pattern on Aladdin's magic carpet moving right along with the rug. The computer can also help create precise architecture around the hand-drawn characters, like my favorite, the famous ballroom scene in Beauty and the Beast. Oh, and in The Lion King, the computer was able to take a single wildebeest and transform it into a stampede. I bet you didn't know that. These scenes might have taken years to do in hand drawings, since every second of animation takes 24 drawings. As if we had the time for that. By duplicating a few people into hundreds, the computer helped fill the square in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. A computer-assisted painting program called Deep Canvas actually allowed background artists to paint in 3 dimensions, making Tarzan's jungle seem like a real place.
What the Deep Canvas effect does in the movie is draw you into it. It draws you into this extraordinary universe that Tarzan lives in. It brings you in a way that you don't understand, and yet you're pulled into it. That's Deep Canvas at its most powerful.
And Disney is still the champion of hand-drawn animation. But because you can't tell where the hand-drawn and computer-generated animation comes together, Disney animation has a special sorcery. And no matter what the tool, whether it's a pencil, brush, mouse, or keyboard, it's always artists who make Disney animation magic.
Think about this. Every sound you hear in an animated cartoon, not just the voices, not just the voices, but everything you hear, it has to be created from scratch.
There's no microphone on the set of an animated film because there's no set. From the voices of the actors to the whole world you live in. Think of a world like a big city. You'd have honking horns and fire trucks going down the street. That sense of that world you live in is created with sound effects.
Now!
Wait a second. Wait, hold on. Something's missing.
Now!
So how do they get moving drawings to make believable sounds? The sound effects department. This special department has everything. They can make any kind of sound. Can you guess what makes the sound of the dwarf's squeaky shoes in Snow White? It was an old wallet. Can you believe that? An old wallet. Think about this. The wrong sound effect would be worse than no sound at all. Sound has to match the action on the screen and blend it and be all natural. Now, let's see what happens to Casey Jr. after the sound effects team has worked their magic. Whether it's a hunchback ringing bells or a fire-breathing dragon, you'll know that the sound effects team was hard at work. So when you're watching a Disney animated film, remember to look and listen for that Disney animation magic. Today was awesome. Am I wrong? Today was rockin'. I learned so much today. It put my third period science class to shame, I'll tell you what.
And if you want to find out more about the magic behind Disney animation, be sure to check out Don Hahn's great book.
It's a good read, seriously.
Yeah, Disney Animation Magic from Disney Press. You can find it at libraries and bookstores.
Online, too.
So thanks for joining us.
Laters.